So here you can see on the trail there is a little bit of snow, so that tells you about how cold it is out today.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Matt.
And welcome to our unsettled journey.
So I'm walking along here, the first trail at North Cascades National Park, and I am on the Rainy Lake Trail. So you're probably wondering, where's Nikki at? So he actually is currently flying across the country just to visit family for a family's member's birthday. But nonetheless, he will be back very soon. But in the meantime, while he was gone, I had to just take this opportunity to visit the North Cascades. So nonetheless, it's just me today. So I'll see you all when I get to the end of the Rainy Lake Trail. So I just made it here to the Rainy Lake Trail, and what a beautiful lake this is. So as you can tell behind me, Rainy Lake has not been touched. It is crystal clear, no ripples, which makes it even more beautiful. Now, as you can see behind me, you can see the mountains along with some of the glacier runoffs right there, which is a little bit of a waterfall going down into the lake. And the Rainy Lake Trail is about a mile each way, so it's a really easy trail since it's paved. I would even say it's wheelchair accessible. Now, one thing to note, as you can tell, I am bundled up because it is freezing. It's actually 30 degrees right now. So I'm here at the beginning of October, which makes it cold, which is why I'm wearing a jacket because it's about 30 degrees right now. But normally during the summertime, Rainy Lake is a great lake to swim in. Now, this lake isn't technically inside of the North Cascades National Park, but lies just outside and makes it really easy to drive to. And another thing to note about this trail is that parking spots are limited. Luckily enough, I got here really early since I read on the All Trails app that the parking fills up pretty quickly. So sometimes you do have to park alongside the road, and then you even have to walk from there to the trailhead, so that's not ideal, but I would recommend getting here really early if you want to do this hike. So around 7 o'clock, it was pretty decently packed. So I'd say about 8 or 9, you're definitely not going to get a spot. But that is, of course, on a weekend, so maybe on a weekday it might be better. And now I'm going to go show you what else there is to do here at the North Cascades National Park. So I've made it out here to the Ross Dam, which is right behind me. You can see the crystal blue water right behind me, and then the dam just over there. So it was a fairly easy hike. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult going back up, but it's one of the really blue waters here in the North Cascades Park. Now, I'm not gonna unfortunately be able to go down to the dam, but you can actually walk down and walk across it if you'd like. But overall, this trail is fairly easy. It actually has a few waterfalls along the way, which was pretty surprising. And now, time to go to the visitor center just to take a break and get some lunch. So the uphill battle begins, and I quickly stopped here and noticed all of this moss. So I thought that was pretty cool. So here's another overlook at the Ross Dam Trail. And you get a pretty good view of the mountains over here. And then over here you can just barely see the snow-capped mountains, so really beautiful views nonetheless. This trail really has a lot of variety of things, from great views to waterfalls to even a scenic and stressful hike if you're getting an exercise in for the day, which I certainly did. So it's a really good trail. I'm parched already, so I'm gonna go stop off at the visitor center and grab some lunch. I just got back from the visitor center and it's closed. Actually, it's closed for the winter time. And I had no idea, but nonetheless, I got something good out of it. There was a trail just behind it. It was like literally at 0.1 miles. It was really easy to do. And it has a nice little vantage lookout point. And the trail is called the Sterling Monroe Trail, and it's literally so easy. It's a boardwalk paved trail. And it was named actually after Sterling Monroe, who was the chief of staff to Henry M. Jackson, the senator. And he really liked the view of the Picket Ridge Mountains. So the trail was thus named after him and his favorite viewpoint from this park. So other than that, I'm gonna go off to try and see what else we can try and fit in. It's getting a little bit later than expected, so we'll see what the day holds. decided to take a trip to Mount Baker, which is located just outside of the North Cascades National Park. It's about 3 hours drive from the park itself, but I was staying in Woolley, Washington, which is about an hour from the park, so it's only an hour and a half drive to Mount Baker. So here I am at Picture Lake, which is reasonably so. Great for a picture, and it's actually one of the most photographed lakes here in Washington State. So I'm trying to catch the sun glimpsing against the mountains and then reflection of the lake. So as you can tell, it's snowing here. Since we're high up in the mountains, about 6,000 feet of elevation, it's about 32 degrees right now, and it's still snowing. So we'll see how this goes, but you can see Mount Baker right over here, and Mount Shasta is to the opposite direction. But I'm just right here enjoying this nice little change of scenery. I would say the weather held out for me. You can see the mountains right behind me. So I've made it now to Baker Lake, which is another lake here at the North Cascades National Park. It's actually not inside the park, it's just outside of the park. But one thing I've sort of noticed here is that there are a lot of lakes and a lot of mountains. Of course, they go hand in hand and they make a wonderful picture. This lake, just like all the other lakes, are a bright blue color and really make it unique. But as of now, it's starting to rain on me currently. Some storms are about to move in. So that concludes at least this day here at North Cascades National Park. And we do appreciate it if you subscribe and follow us also on our Instagram page. That would be at Our Unsettled Journey. Along with that, you can also follow us on our Patreon page. That'd be patreon.com/unsettledjourney. And until next time, we'll see you all at the next adventure. Bye.